I was there when he broke M.A.K. Palauri's record in Firoza Kota in 2010. When he went past 206. I was that young girl screaming, Gautam, Gautam, Gautam. You remember?
I would not want to watch that. A young girl like you screaming.
Well, what a beautiful start to run out of. Who can't get better than this?
Abysmal, appalling, lack of respect. Terms used by ex-cricketers to describe England's performance in the second test against South Africa. England crumbling to a score of just 133 when they needed 474 in 2 days. But newly appointed captain Joe Root was quick to jump to his team's rescue.
I can't believe he's actually said that, to be honest.
Leaving us with the question, are ex-cricketers being a tad unfair to present-day players?
Well, let's welcome Gautam. Everybody give him a big hand.
I think we have a wonderful topic to speak of, and I'm delighted that Gautam is here. Do ex-cricketers sometimes, get carried away, or is the criticism fair?
Is it valid or not?
There are times they do go overboard, and if there's a constructive criticism, a current player would definitely take it, because that is something which is good for his growth and for the growth of the team as well. But when it goes really overboard, when it gets personal as well, because it's a team sport. In a team sport, you can't just get personal about any one or two individuals.
How would you have reacted? 340-run loss, and Michael Vaughan says that England team did not respect Test cricket.
He's clarified this, Cyrus. He said the way they batted, that
in the second innings actually,
they didn't have respect for Test cricket. It's basically saying playing shots.
So is that personal?
Look, I thought more than that, there was no clarity in the dressing room as well, that how they wanted to approach the fourth inning as well, whether they were looking to win the Test match by chasing 430, 70 odd runs, or they were looking to save the Test match. It is not about the margin, it is about how you lose.
Are we too personal? Do we get too personal? Our media, us?
Yeah, but there needs to be some balance as well. I think you can't go overboard with one win, and you can't just go completely under the carpet after one loss as well. So you got to just have that balance, and maybe the more balance
he had
you have.
balance. He just didn't score.
But there's the other side to it, Gautam, which is modern day cricketers, are they too sensitive?
Yeah, maybe, because there's too much of news channels, there's too much of media as well.
Everybody's a pundit.
And another thing was that if you go a couple of years back, there was hardly any news channels as well. So you would not be
good
too...
times.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good times as well. There was less pressure.
Sometimes in the past, I think like Gautam's right, it gets personal and they start questioning people's intentions. Like, I think once Steve Harmison had got very upset with Jeffrey Boycott back in 2008. What Harmison pointed out, which was very right, he was talking about something Boycott said about Sean Tate. Sean Tate had taken a break, and Boycott was commenting on his mental state and saying he should be mentally tougher. That's not something that an ex-cricketer should be commenting about, because you don't know what a person... you don't know what a person is going through or what their mental state is, right? You can see what they're doing on the field. If you want to criticize that, that's fine.
Since we speak of Boycott, I'm just saying Boycott's comment on the whole Joe Root thing, they need better batsmen and a better attitude, which is the nicest thing Boycott has said in 8 years.
Is that very bad?
No,
you lose by 340 runs, some ex-cricketer says better attitude, better
But Boycott is also being very careful, because he's taken serious stick from the current cricketers in the past. Like Harmison once called him a caricature of a Yorkshire professional.
I remember Sunil Gavaskar once telling me that he's a sitting duck and all that stuff. When I went on my first tour to South Africa, which I never played, I thought I was not part of it, and when I got selected, that was a comment, and I never took it seriously. But the next time when I went, I got 3 half centuries and 4 innings, and I didn't have to say anything. But yeah, these things, rather than just taking it personally, you should...
Sunny said sitting duck and you didn't play. That's another level of journalism.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does that mean?
Somebody's going to criticize you. Are you going to come and say, no, we played really badly? And what he's saying is right.
Joe Root gone and then said that, yeah, we played some absolutely horrendous cricket or some shocking cricket. I think that would have been absolutely fine. Sometimes it's really important to accept your mistakes as well, rather than just trying to defend yourself. That is why I think Indian media lacks a lot. We don't give enough credit to the opposition at times as well.
Let's write it down. Tell these guys. They don't learn otherwise.
No, even in the Champions Trophy final, whatever said and done, I thought that Pakistan played unbelievably.
Yeah,
and just because it was Pakistan and we just couldn't give them enough credit because it was Pakistan, there was nothing wrong in giving credit to the opposition. From ball one, they actually dominated the game. They were absolutely more proactive.
A lot of players, Indian players especially, talk about switching off from social media, from the media.
Whether they accept it, whether they don't accept it, that's their point of view. But you do get to know a lot what's
how do
written.
you really filter? Because the pressure to really post a tweet or an Instagram picture is just so much. You're constantly updating stuff without a filter on yourself, right?
Maybe the only way you can do it is just try and block yourself from everything. Just try and go into that zone
That
where you
doesn't
just.
happen, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It only happens when you're touring abroad. Maybe that's the only time where you can just try and
There
be
is
away
one
from
way
all
out.
this.
Keep 3 chamchas at all times. You tell you how great you are. To use the words of Karan Johar, on that note, by the way, he says it every 3 minutes.
Stop,
on that
Cyrus.
note,
Go,
we stop.
go.